This you have learned it in high school. If I have a limit for sequence A and I have a limit for sequence B, what will be the limit if they add together? It's just a limit add together. That means A converts to A, B converts to B, then what about this? Converts to A plus B or A minus B. If I have a sequence AN multiply a constant, then the conversion will be converts to the limit times the same constant. This means you can take out constant in the proof. And similarly, for multiplication and division, of course, you cannot divide by 0. And again, these are all the proof. All of them are epsilon delta proof. Again, you don't need to study them. I'm not going to test you in the exam. And some of them you can see is not simple at all. The difference between us and a pure mathematics student in the pure math department is that they spend 36 hours on this. We spend 3 minutes on this. That's the difference. And then AN converges to 0. Is it AN times BN converges to 0? The answer is no. For example, AN is this and BN is this. I multiply AN and BN, I have a 1. All the sequence is just 1. So this is not true. Therefore, you should not believe intuition. It turns out in calculus, it's very easy to come up with some example that counterintuitive. Here I say that AN go to 0. I didn't say anything about BN, right? But if BN go to B, this is true. Why? The difference here is that this guy, BN is N, that means what? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy have no limit because it diverges to infinity. This guy have limit. And suddenly then this is true. By what? This one. What's this? If AN converts to A and BN converts to B, then A and BN converts to their product. Here are more examples. I'm just giving you a bunch of examples. I'm not testing the proof. The idea is I give you a bunch of examples. You see enough of it, then you start to have a feeling. What the heck is this kind of thing? Why this kind of thing is so difficult? I'm not going to test you in the exam. Prove this, prove that. You can go to the MacBook. I will have a few questions on this, but they are only like proof X converts to 2, then X converts to 2, something like that. This one, I'm saying that A is convergent, implies the absolute value of the sequence is also convergent. That means if AN converts to A, then absolute of the sequence converts to this. That means you have this, you want to prove this big chunk of thing to this. So that means you need to prove from here to here. And here's a crazy thing. I can say this is trivial because this is true by this. So this is the reason why I said important. In the calculus, especially epsilon delta proof, you will see absolute value crazily many times. So therefore, it's always good to know this kind of thing. And when you want to prove those limit converts to L, you always need to use this kind of thing. That's why you need to know this kind of thing. And this is automatically true. Done. Now, after all the definition, now we come back to high school. So first, I have this. You need to understand all the equal sign. You may think that, oh no, these equal signs are so dumb. No, it's not dumb. If you cannot understand any one of the equal signs, you are dumb. Okay, let me explain why this is important. You may think that speed, doing math in 1 second, 2 seconds, very good. No, I can always come up with some question that you need 1 hour to solve. You will stuck. But for those who work very slowly, but they know everything step by step, they probably can solve this faster than you. So in other words, in university, speed is useless. You need to understand this. This is mathematical trick. That means what? I multiply something, divide by something, and then what? I distribute them inside. The n and the n cancel out, so I have 7. 1, no n, so I keep this. 8 cancel the n, so 8. 2 multiply 1 over n, so here. And then what? I have a limit of a fraction. Limit of fraction. I just proved that if you have limit of a fraction, I can have this. So that means it's the same. I put this symbol on top and I put this symbol on bottom. Because of what? Because of this chunk of thing that you didn't read. Okay, so I can do this 2 arrow because of this big chunk of thing. What's next? Then I have this. Then now I can distribute this limit here and to here. Why? Because I have 2 things that have a limit. Their limit will be just their limit added together. So that means I can do this because of, again, the thing you didn't read. So it's like this. 7 is what? You don't tell me this is just 7. This is a sequence. All the AN is 7. Therefore, it converts to 7. Okay? What is this? This is just a sequence. 1 over 1, 1 over 2, 1 over 3, 1 over 4. Okay? What's next? I have a 2 here. The 2 can take out. Put it here. Again, because I have a C here, I can take the C out of my limit. This means that limit of a sequence multiply constant, I can ignore the constant. So that's why I can take the 2 out. Now I have this. These 2 parts are both 0 by previous example. So I have 7 divided by 8. I spent so many effort just to achieve something probably you know in high school. But the depth is much more deeper. This is what you should do in university. Knowing how to calculate something fast is totally useless because you can never beat a computer. Let's say this one. I have n go to infinity, square root something, n squared minus 4n plus 1. Okay. So you may think, oh, this is infinity minus infinity error. No, actually it's 2. So first I have this. I multiply the following thing. This step have nothing different from this step. If some of you, when I talk about this, you think that, oh, this is so dumb. If you don't know this, you are equally dumb. That's why I said, do not underestimate all the equal sign. I am serious. What is understanding is mathematics. It's not, oh, I know how to solve this problem. No. So this is what? You multiply something, divide by the same thing. This is 1. You can always do that. The reason doing this is you cancel the square root because a minus b times a plus b, you cancel out the square root. So now you have this. Then n and n cancel out. I have this. And now I will, what? 1 over n here and here. So I have this big chunk of thing. N go to infinity. This will die. Therefore, I have 2.